Hello everyone, Trigan here. Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Don't forget, if you like this video, tickle that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. So we've got a couple of different problems going on this map right now. One of them is, as you can see right here, I'll stop moving there. These guys are getting a bit old and going underground. So we need to do something about them. And I've been watching, we really just don't have anything to replace them with. Didn't mean to do that. I hate that. You move it accidentally just a little bit and it pins it. Okay, so what I was looking at, even though we've got nothing new for passenger, I mean, we've got passenger cars, we don't have anything new for passenger locos. And this locomotive matches the cars we've been using so well, I don't really have any desire to change it. But, and there's nothing really that's a better performance, especially if we want to stay electric. But I notice we do have, and I don't know why these are grouped together like this. I don't know if they changed the base game, because I think these are all base game locomotives, or what. But I notice we do have access to Japanese Shinkansen locomotives, which are tremendously faster than what we have right now. There's better traction and a higher capacity. What are we carrying right now on these? 152 max, but these would be faster. I wonder what the maintenance is on these trains. We got 8 cars on them. Let's look at the stuff here real quick. So 2.2 million plus, let's say about what, 30 million? Or is that 3 million? No, I think it's 3 million. About 3 million for the cars total. So we're paying over 5 million in maintenance. And the Shinkansen, if I can find him again, there we go. Yeah, these are 5.9 million. These, if we go with the cheaper ones, will have slightly lower capacity, but a lot higher speed, which should make a big difference. Let's go ahead and try them out on this, our oldest run right here, Fort Lauderdale to Augusta. And let's just see how this works out now. And we are traveling at normal speed. I mean, our time acceleration is normal, not we're not doing anything strange with it. I think we're coming out of Fort Lauderdale. So we've already got these separated out onto their own tracks, so we've got that advantage going for us. This is a very short run, so not really getting the best use out of the top speed of these things, but still, it should speed up the route considerably. You're awfully quiet. Oh, I'm just watching this train to see how it's doing. 163, 65. Yeah, we're getting some pretty good top speed off from this. And this should be the... Oh, this is the quarry. Okay. Okay, this route is a little longer than I was thinking it was, so that's good. Now we've got the underground invisible train. The alpha conflict there is amusing. To me, at least. Slowing down for all of this, which is too bad. We lose a lot of speed going through here, and I'm not sure why we're losing a lot of speed going through here. Normally these trains seem to keep their high speed as they go through these stations. when we have pass-through tracks. That's why. Because somebody else was sitting in at his platform. Okay, I think that went pretty well. Let me go around and start upgrading all of these. This is our longest run here, I believe. That's the Centennial up to West Valley City. Which there's a pretty good gap between those two cities. So hopefully this thing will get some pretty good speed on this run. What are we up to? 145. What's the interior look on these? Still pretty basic. And we're going to cross another river here. Some of these I haven't ridden on since we put any of this in place, so it's been a long time since we've been over here. 205. Okay. Yeah, this tops out pretty nicely. I might be able to go around and reduce the number of trains on some of these routes, but we will see about that later on. The next problem that I can't actually deal with right now is this. Particularly at this airport, it's just so busy because we've got this is our central hub. We've got planes coming in from both directions, and I still can't put additional runways on. We really need to get a second runway on here, so we've got landing and taking off going on at opposite or on different runways. So right here he's doing a missed approach because of that. Oh, and I looked for mods to see if I could get any of the early American aircraft, or at least, no, I only looked for Boeings. I should have looked for McDonnell Douglas planes as well. But I couldn't find anything. There's no 707 or 727 mods. So it skips all of the early American aircraft as far as I can tell. It's just sort of sad. I would love to have seen the American jets since we're doing an American map. All right. Yeah, and I'm sure that's causing the backup of passengers here because we just have so many missed approaches and stuff. We had another problem right here. I was watching this when I first started, but it seems to be doing okay now. I took out the stoplights at some of these intersections along here because we had a problem where I don't know where it started. I think probably here. There were so many trucks coming in here to load up. They got stuck. They couldn't get out of here because the lights weren't changing for the cross traffic. So this traffic was blocking the trucks exiting here. And so trucks were backing up trying to get in, which was blocking trains or trams getting out of here, which of course blocked all of this up. So I had just trams lined up everywhere and trucks lined up everywhere. It was a terrible mess. Hopefully we won't need to do something with that. Maybe in the future I need to think about separating these a little bit better. I did not do a good job when I placed these. I probably should have, put them in different spots. The problem you run into, and I know I do have a station that'll take care of that, is that you don't normally get, or it's really difficult to bridge these tracks. And so when your town starts growing out to, around your station like this one did, you've got to get bridges in to get over those tracks. And as you can see, like here, I just had to skip this road altogether. Same here. I took out a bunch of roads in order to put this in. All right. So I think that's all of that. That's working. I got that unclogged before the video. We got our passenger trains all upgraded. So I think it's time to turn our attention down here to our first city, Fort Lauderdale. And the first thing we can do is upgrade all these trams. Vehicles, these, and that would be these right here. Are these passenger ones? Oh, they are. Oh, so we even got even newer passenger ones. And we have only the one cargo one left. Yeah, I think that's where it's going to stick, because this is our last cargo tram. Yeah, let's go ahead and use these new ones. Are we using cargo trams anywhere on this map? I don't remember. I do not remember if we're using cargo trams anywhere. Let's have a look. Trams. Goods shunter. Is this trams? Wait, what? Hang on. Let's go to vehicles here. Transit, public transit. Airport shuttle tram. That's not a cargo tram, though. Yeah, here we go. Covina. Let's go and have a look at one of these. Oh, yes, I remember. This is where we have the tools plant here. We just needed to shuttle this little distance, so that's what I did. I just set that up to shuttle that short little distance. That is a pretty busy station. I hadn't really ever thought about it. Covina did grow up to be a pretty good-sized city. All right. Let's get back down to Fort Lauderdale. All right, so let's see. Let's take a look first at our trams here. We only have one tram line going around here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We definitely need to do something about that. I think what we really should do is leave this one as an inner loop and build ourselves an outer loop. And it's going to have to go in the opposite direction. Really needs to be right where this truck route is, too. Much as I hate putting trucks and trams in the same spot. What is going on here? Really, why is this all clogged up? Well, you know, putting in trams will help us, so let's go ahead and get that done. Let's see. This is not linked to over here, and it really needs to be. So let's go ahead. Oh, can I widen these roads at all? Streets. City. Electric trams. Ooh, definitely not there. It is not going to let me upgrade there without doing some major reworking. Alright, yeah, we need to widen these roads, so let's pause this for a minute. And we're going to have to take out these streets. I'm going to take that out too, but let's wait a minute on that. Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and take this out now. Well, that's quite a hill there. Why is this? Oh, because the cargo station apparently stands out a little bit further. Can I do this? It looks like I can. And then run this up to here. All right, where is our existing passenger loop then? I can't see it. let's do this then. So this is where it was. What, 30 meter? Boy, you can really make it long on this one, can't you? Plus 100 meters? Oh. Entrance, concrete. Yeah, let's make this Era C. Okay, that looks good. That looks like that's where we were, right there. Might end up having to get rid of this. There we go. Nope, it's not what I wanted. There we go, that's what I wanted. Put that on there. And we'll get some passenger buildings on here. There. And then this, keep it with that. Electric. Okay, so that's back. But, you know, if I widen that, I'm going to have to... I can't do these big buildings on this side. We'll put small buildings instead. Because I do want to widen all the streets that are running trams now. Okay, that's trams. Trams. Well, here I can see where we are. I can see my line of tram tracks. And then it looks like we go here. Oh, there's our tram depot. And then we're looping back. And we'll connect that one up. And why was there a stop over here? Because where on earth would that have been going? Here, that. And we're going to reconnect this road. That road's not going to get reconnected. So I suppose we should probably put... Well, let's leave it to them to put something there. We won't bother with it. Boy, there's so much of a slope there. I didn't even notice it. That's a bad thing about this stuff. When you put things like this, where it's a fairly large footprint, you pretty much always have some sort of sloped ground. It really ends up being a mess. Somebody walking through the grass there. I'm not sure what route that or was this a truck stop? It is a truck stop. Okay, that explains it. I'm going, wait a minute, I don't have any tram tracks here. How could it be stopping there? Okay, so we'll put the truck stop back in. Okay, I think, let's start this back up. I think this is all working again. And we don't actually need tram tracks here. We're not going out that way. We are going to go out this way, though. And then we'll come back in here because that'll let us drive straight through. All right, so let's go ahead and set up where we want this to be now. So electric, this. So we're going to continue. Actually, how far does this reach? It reaches to this. So this is really where I want to put it. So I suppose, truck route's going to get wider streets out of it. Oh, we do need to put a tram thing in again too, don't we? Let's run this. Wow, let's run this all the way out though. Okay, I'm going to have to run something for that there. Boy, this really goes out a ways too. And is one heck of a mess here. Oh my goodness. Look how wonky the streets are in this area. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll run this over to here. Okay. And then I think what we'll do is this. It's a bit of a weird spot here, but we can follow this. I'll have to look at how I'm going to fix that in a minute. And then I've got another spot where I've got a depot I've got to fix. Let's get these depots fixed up first. Okay. Let's see. We'll put our truck depot right here. Hang on. Oh, let's use the new one. That's a snug fit there, but it'll work. And then the tram depot. I don't want connecting to there. There we go. That's what I want. There. And while I'm thinking about it, let's get rid of that light. That light will keep. We'll get rid of... I know that has trucks going in and out there, so I don't want to get rid of that one. Yeah, I think the rest of that's fine. Let's go ahead and widen the rest of this, even if I'm not going to... have trams or anything running on it. I guess that's as far as it's going to go. Can't do anything with that. We'll run that all the way down though. And let's run it all the way up to the other one there too. And we'll run that one all the way over. Cool. And let's go ahead and widen this one too, because this is the highway coming in. And we'll run it as a major cross street going all the way across here. There. Okay, looks like we're good on our tram service. And our trucks. All right, so let's go ahead and put stations in now. Okay, so we're going to come out of here. We're going to turn right. We're going to follow this on down. Let's put one right here. And one right here. And then here. Yeah, right there. I still need to fix those two spots though, don't I? Right here. And I think one has to go right there. And now I've got to figure out how to fix this. I think what I'm going to have to do is this. I'm going to get rid of you. electric, yes. And we're gonna, okay, that was a little strange. We're gonna do that. And we're gonna have to deal with a light situation here too. Let's get rid of all of these lights for these little cross streets. That really looks like it needs it. That doesn't. And get rid of that one too. I think this works okay. Oh, let's get rid of that one we don't need there. That one we'll leave because of the trucks. Get rid of that one. And we don't need all these on here either. Okay. There. I think that's good. How well are we going to cover up into this stuff? We're not actually reaching this little outskirts area up here. Probably because it's all on the other side of a railroad track. Let's actually try to connect this here a little bit better than it is. We don't need tram tracks on here. What about going through here? That'll work. Oh, and then we get a little station right there. What on earth is this? Oh, this is our sawmill. I forgot all about this. Yeah, we changed it so it's all going this direction now. Interesting. So that's really interesting, though, that we grew out clear out to where the sawmill, which was nowhere near the city when we put this in. And now we've got houses out there. I love this mod that lets our cities grow so much larger. All right, so we fixed that problem. I think that was the only one I had to fix over here, wasn't it? Let's get this electric. There we go. I need to connect to there. That was where our whatchamacallits were. Why do I have tram tracks here? I don't have anything running over here, do I? No, just randomly have tram tracks for no reason. Definitely no trams over here. All right, let's go ahead and finish our tram stations now. Okay, so this one was here. But I'm going to have to put this one closer just because that area is too much of a mess to get one in there. And then I think we're going to jump onto here. And really, that should be good. I don't think we need another one. Well, yeah, I think we do need one more. As we get over here to where that tram stop is, we're going to put one right across from the existing one. Okay. So now our route. So we're going to... Why are you doing a loop-de-loop there? All right, let's get rid of you. Why are you doing a loop-de-loop? Are you... Oh, we didn't move it to the wrong platform. Yeah, that's why. There. So now it should not be doing anything goofy anymore. There we go. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. New one. Let's make this bright red. So the red line train. We're going to start here. We're going to go up to there. There. Around this troublesome intersection here. And our last one right there, we're stopping on both sides of the road. And this will be the Fort Lauderdale Public Transit Beltway. I know it's not really a beltway, but still. Public transit. We'll call this circle. It's the inner circle of the city here. Okay, how many trams do we have on the existing line? That's a lot. 8. Okay. So let's go ahead and get ourselves... Let's say 10 for the outer loop, because it is a longer loop. Beltway. There we go. I should have made them red. Oh, I don't think you can color the trams. That's right. I've tried to do that with the trucks before and gone, oh, I can't color my trucks. How disappointing. All right, let's catch one of these guys coming out, and we'll see how it does. How's this look on the inside? If I can get the camera. These actually look really nice on the inside. The console's pretty nice, even though it's not, you know, a high resolution texture. It has a lot of detail to it. But the seats look really nice in here. They actually took some effort to design some seats. I don't know why they're wood grain, but... Okay. Why are you... Oh, because you need to do a loop to get into the platform you want. And just drive through each other. That's fine. You know, one thing I've noticed playing this game, and I think others I've played too, other train games, is that they don't have train wrecks like the old Railroad Tycoon games, where if you messed up, you would actually have your trains crash. I just want to see this guy get out onto his... look at all the people just walking right through it. I just want to see this guy get out onto his route. We'll go from a bit higher up here. And, of course, we get autosave just at the wrong moment. Oh, goodness, another stupid stoplight. There's so many places we have to stop. I mean, it's a good thing I went around and I deleted a lot of these stoplights, at least for the tram routes and stuff. Looks good, though. We are going... You stopped for one person and then almost ran over the second one. I like this little loop we put in here. Oh, we got a nice view of our Shinkansen train. Our Japanese imported trains. Well done, Japan. All right, one note for all of you. I had a death in the family this weekend. This past weekend. Found out about it Monday. So for the next couple of weeks, I'm not sure I'll be able to get a video out every day. So we'll just have to play that by ear and see how things go. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please tickle that like button for me. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Have a great day.